Have you been wondering what a fairly new Dauntless YouTuber with over 4,000 subscribers has going on for their setup? Well, not going to lie, that would be something pretty specific to be wondering about, but that's what we're going to be going over today. Hello everyone, I am Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, and welcome to the channel. For today's video, we are going to be taking a small break from the Dauntless content to go over my room and setup tour. Nearly everything about my setup has changed in the past 2.5 months, from the location it's in, camera, computer, pretty much everything. And today, I'll be giving you guys a look into what I've got going on. So let's go on and get into the video. One of the first few things that you are probably noticing about the setup is the lighting. What I've got going on behind me for lighting is a couple of what are supposed to be outdoor LED floodlights. But what I've got these lights doing is just bouncing off of these walls on the side and making a little blending effect in the background. And unfortunately, it's not like I can do every color in the universe, but I can do a pretty wide selection, and I think I just like the green on this side and some other color on this side. And as for the light that is in front of me, it is an 18-inch ring light from Amazon. For the headphones, I've got like an Amazon brand that I paid like 40 bucks for with a 5-meter long cable. These are probably going to be the most likely thing to change in the near future because this side, the connection is already broken, and headphones are probably something you should honestly consider going wireless with anyway. So for this microphone, I've had this microphone since like 2018 or something. It was a $20 USB plug-and-play microphone from Amazon. And I swear this isn't an Amazon commercial, but I also have this boom arm that's from Amazon as well, and this generic gaming chair behind me also from Amazon. I would advise against using a gaming chair. It's not very comfortable. And perhaps the burning question, the bed. I don't know the exact specs on the bed. It's a Sealy Posturepedic, I'm pretty sure. A twin, extra long, because not that many people actually know this. Even the people who watch me pretty often on Twitch are kind of surprised to hear that I'm actually really tall. I first grew to over 6 feet back in 7th grade, and yeah, I was always one of the tallest in my class. Alright, and I'm going to be on my phone's camera now for the rest of what we've got going on here. So we've got a Dragon Ball style mouse mat. This was like 20 bucks on one of the like creative sites, I want to say Etsy. For the mouse, we've got the Razer Deathadder Elite. It's got a couple of side buttons and a couple of top buttons that some people use for sensitivity. I actually program these buttons to do something else. For Dauntless, I don't really use these buttons, but for this button, this is what I use for my specials. And then this is just a e-spamming to grab resources as I run around the map. We've got this here, which you guys have probably seen in another video. This is the Razer Tartarus V2, and I could program any of these buttons to do pretty much any action that I want to. Do like some hotkey stuff for Streamlabs OBS and stuff like that, but I haven't really done much with this at the moment. And for the keyboard, we have the Razer Black Widow Elite. Has an armrest, Razer green switches, and I actually used the pass-through ports to plug in my microphone and headset, and I have like them little cable management tied together here. And then one of the more important parts is the Pangar statue, as well as the kidders. We've got Simba, and we've got Milo. What's up, Milo? And then here we've got the ring light I was talking about, 18 inches, and in the middle of it we've got the Logitech Brio webcam. And then we've got the two monitors here. The vertical one is an Asus 1080p 144Hz refresh rate monitor, and then the one I play games on is a 1080p Acer 240Hz refresh rate. So the Logitech Brio is not my original webcam. My original webcam is here, and this is an Osdom whatever the heck. It's a pretty cheap one, but it is pointing down to the floor here for when I do push-ups, which is a channel redemption that you can redeem over on my Twitch. And then the last thing we have to go over is we've got a Hori Nintendo Switch controller. I don't really use this for Dauntless all that much. I tend to use it for when I play like Mario or something. And all of these peripherals are going to be fed into my computer, which is on a totally separate desk. One of the other main changes that is probably going to happen is a little bit better on the cable management side of things. Now, I do have it all tied together, so it's somewhat neat, but I will be looking to like hide the cables or just get rid of some of them by purchasing some other stuff. And as I've said, we've got another desk over here on the side. You can see we've got our Wi-Fi router here, and we've got our little pretty Milo here, of course. Look at the cutie. And then we have all of the cables feeding into the computer at the bottom of the desk here. You might be wondering why I've got my computer in a separate desk entirely. Well, what my old system was to have it like on the floor on the left side here, and that's where I tend to keep my refreshments, and that ended up spilling into my old computer a couple of different times, so I definitely did not want that to happen to this new system. And this new system doesn't really look like much because we've got this solid side panel obscuring your view, and that's part of the look I kind of wanted to go with this system, is that it's just a stealthy monster of a computer on the inside. Through the magic of editing, I will pop off the side panel for you. And after popping off this side panel, you can see we've got quite a beefy machine going on in here. So we've got the EVGA RTX 3080 XC3 Ultra Black Edition. The main difference between the black and the red edition is that we don't have the silly red clown loops that the red edition has. For the case fans, I got a 3-pack of the Corsair. I believe they're called AF100 LED. The case is the Fractal Design Meshify C Solid Side Panel Edition. So we do have quite the amount of airflow going into the computer thanks to the help of these fans. And we've got quite the airflow going into our CPU because of the Scythe Air Ninja 5 beefy cooler. This is one of the things I feel like I kind of cheaped out on a little bit, but since it's the beefier version, I don't have to worry about it as much. All of this cooling on the CPU, which is a Ryzen 5800X, and such a CPU is quite a bit of a memory hog, so we've got 4 by 8 gigabytes of DDR4 3200 CL16 memory from G.Skill Ripjaws 5. And for our motherboard, we've got the Asus ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi Edition motherboard, which you can see I don't even use the Wi-Fi. I plug it in. It was just on sale for the same price as the non-Wi-Fi board, so why not? And you can't really see the power supply, but we've got a Corsair RM750 powering this machine. And all of this leads to the setup that I am currently rocking to create my Dauntless content. And one more thing that I haven't quite been able to implement into the setup yet, either here on YouTube or on Twitch, is a green screen that my dad got for me for Christmas. Part of that was because I didn't have a optimal lighting solution just yet, so you couldn't actually get a proper green screen effect going. And this is something I will probably be implementing here more on YouTube than on Twitch, because on Twitch, people like to see the cats in the background. And there you have it, guys. There is the setup tour for what I am rocking to start off 2021. And as an end note to this video, thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely insane. And if you enjoy watching live, head over to my Twitch where we play Dauntless every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And I am always playing Dauntless with viewers, and we do trial carries and the like every single week. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider leaving a like on the video. And if you enjoy Dauntless content and are not subscribed already, consider subscribing to the channel. Here I post Dauntless content every week. And I've been Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, and I will catch you guys next time.